Hello and welcome back to Superbly Said, the show for advanced English vocabulary and phrases.
Hey there.
Today's content actually comes directly from a SpeakDuo lesson.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and if you want to practice any of these phrases, you can go to SpeakDuo.com and meet people from all over the world. It's a great way to build confidence with your English on video calls.
Right, and today we are jumping straight into the deep end. We've got a list of some pretty advanced idioms that you see a lot in business contexts and honestly all over high-level exams like IELTS.
They really do pop up everywhere. And the first one on our list describes that very specific feeling of regret. It's to miss out on.
To miss out on? Okay, I have to stop you there because I hear students say, I missed the bus or I missed the meeting all the time. Is adding that out on part really necessary, or is it just, to sound a bit fancier?
No, it's a great question, but there is a real difference in meaning. If you miss the bus, it's just a fact. You weren't there. It left. It's kind of neutral.
Annoying, but neutral.
Exactly. But to miss out on something implies you failed to get an advantage or some enjoyment. There's an emotional part to it, a feeling of loss.
So if I don't go to a party, I didn't just miss it?
Well, if the party was boring, you just missed it. But if it was amazing and, the networking was incredible, then you really missed out on a great night. It's all about the opportunity cost.
Ah, that sounds like pure anxiety. Is this where that acronym FOMO comes from?
That is exactly it. Fear of missing out. It's that feeling that something incredible is happening and you're not there.
Okay, but how would this actually sound in a workplace? I can't really imagine telling my boss I have FOMO.
You wouldn't say FOMO, no. But you would use the phrase. So imagine you're at a conference, you're exhausted, but there's a networking event. You might say, I'm so tired, but I don't want to miss out on the chance to meet those clients from New York.
Right, so you're framing it as a lost business opportunity.
Precisely. And for anyone studying for IELTS, this is gold. If the examiner asks about a regret, don't just say, I was late for the concert. Say, because I was late, I missed out on the opening act, which was supposedly the best part.
That sounds much more advanced. Okay, so next step, let's say you didn't miss out, you met the client, now you need a great person for your team. That brings us to our next phrase, to vouch for.
Yes, to vouch for. This basically means you guarantee someone's character or their ability.
But wait, isn't that just a recommendation? Like if I recommend someone for a job, am I vouching for them?
Not quite. A recommendation is more like a suggestion. I recommend this candidate. It's an opinion. But to vouch for someone, that's much heavier. It means you are putting your own reputation on the line.
So there's a risk involved?
A huge risk. If I recommend a movie and you hate it, oh well. But if I vouch for a new hire and they turn out to be terrible, then I look bad. I personally guaranteed their quality.
I see. So you really shouldn't use this one lightly.
Definitely not. In a work context, a manager might say to HR, I know his resume is a little light on experience, but I worked with him for 5 years. I can personally vouch for his work ethic. See how powerful that is?
Yeah, that cuts through a lot of doubt. And for an IELTS speaking test?
It's perfect if you're asked to describe a person you trust. Instead of, I trust my friend, you can say, he's someone I would vouch for completely. I've seen how he handles responsibility.
Okay, so you vouch for someone, they're on the team, everything is going great, and then, bam, you are blindsided.
To be blinded. It's such a great, vivid phrase. It means to be negatively surprised by something completely unexpected.
Where does that come from? Like being hit from your blind spot in a car?
Exactly that. It's a metaphor from sports or driving, being hit from an angle you just couldn't see.
Okay, but let me play devil's advocate. Can I be blindsided by a surprise birthday party? I mean, that's unexpected.
You could, but it would sound really strange. Native speakers almost never use it for positive things. Surprise can be good or bad. Blindsided is almost always negative and jarring. It implies a total lack of warning.
So it feels more like a shock or even a betrayal.
Yes. Imagine a normal team meeting, and suddenly the CEO announces your whole department is being shut down. You'd be completely blindsided by the news.
Wow, yeah, that's a horrible feeling.
It is. And for IELTS, If you're talking about a sudden challenge, this is perfect. You could say, I studied for weeks, but the final question on the exam completely blindsided me.
And when you get blindsided, things tend to fall apart. Which brings us to our next idiom, to derail.
Right. To derail means to cause a plan or a process to go completely off course.
Like a train.
Exactly. Like a train coming off the tracks. It's a mess.
But again, what's the nuance here? Why not just say delayed? If the power goes out during my presentation, isn't it just delayed?
Well, if the power comes back in 5 minutes, it was delayed. But derail suggests a much more chaotic interruption, something that might ruin the whole project or take a huge effort to fix. A delay is a pause. A derailment is a potential disaster.
So if I'm trying to work and my social media notifications keep popping up?
That's a perfect example. Those constant notifications can completely derail your productivity. You don't just pause, you lose your train of thought entirely.
That happens way too often.
For an IELTS answer, you could use this to talk about barriers. I try to maintain a strict study schedule, but unexpected family commitments often derail my plans.
Okay, so the project derailed, it's a mess we need to fix and get it out to the public. We need to roll out the new plan.
To roll out. This means to introduce a new product, service, or system, usually to a large group of people for the first time.
Is that just another word for launch? Because launch seems pretty clear.
They're similar, but there's a subtle difference. Launch often refers to a specific moment, like a big event. But rollout implies a more gradual process, a phased implementation.
Oh, like rolling out a carpet.
Exactly. Think about a company updating its software. They don't give it to everyone at once. They roll it out department by department. It's more systematic.
So you wouldn't roll out a birthday cake?
No, you just roll that out. You roll out a complex system or a new company policy.
Right. And for IELTS?
It's great for those hypothetical policy questions. If you were in charge, what rule would you implement? You could say, I would roll out a new initiative to support local businesses. Sounds very official?
I like that. But let's be honest, sometimes the rollout is a disaster. The new system is terrible, and you just want to ditch it.
To ditch. Yeah, this is definitely the most informal one on our list today. It means to get rid of something or leave something because you just don't want it anymore.
It sounds a bit abrupt, like I ditched him.
It has some attitude for sure. It's different from leave. To ditch something implies you're discarding it because it's become a burden or it's boring.
So you wouldn't say, I ditched the office at 5 p.m.?
No, but if you were in a meeting that was going nowhere, you might whisper to a coworker, hey, let's ditch this and get coffee.
So it's about escaping something you don't want to do.
Exactly. Or getting rid of a bad strategy. The first marketing plan wasn't working, so we decided to ditch it and start over.
And for IELTS?
Perfect for talking about preferences. I usually ditch horror movies halfway through. They're just too scary for me. It shows you can use natural, casual English.
Okay, so we ditched the bad plan. But why? Maybe because it was gobbling up the entire budget?
To gobble up, yes. Literally, it means to eat quickly. But metaphorically, we use it to talk about using up a resource very fast.
It sounds a bit like a cartoon turkey. Gobble, gobble.
All my phone's battery. Or that side project just gobbled up our entire quarterly budget.
I'm guessing this would work for food topics on the IELTS as well.
Oh, definitely. I could gobble up an entire cheesecake by myself. But it's even more advanced if you use it for something like environmental topics. The fast fashion industry gobbles up a huge amount of water.
Nice. That brings us to our final phrase. After all this drama, missing out, vouching, being blindsided, you have to make sure you don't sell yourself short.
This is almost career advice as much as it is vocabulary. To sell one short is to underestimate your own value and accept less than you deserve.
I think a lot of people struggle with this one. I mean, where's the line between being humble and selling yourself short?
That's the key question. Humility is about your behavior, not bragging, being respectful. Selling yourself short is a strategic error. It's about value. If you're an expert, perfectly said. For IELTS, you can use this when talking about ambition. In the future, I want to stop selling myself short and apply for a management position. It shows real self-awareness.
Okay, that was a lot. We've covered, what, 8 phrases?
We have. And now to make sure these all really stick, we are going to run a quick quiz.
All right. Here's how it'll work. I'll read a question with 3 options, A, B, and C, and we'll repeat the key phrase a few times.
And for everyone listening, feel free to pause the critique right after the options if you need a moment to think.
Okay, question 1. Let's start with that feeling of regret. What is the primary implication of missing out on an opportunity? Is it option A, failing to utilize a chance to gain an advantage or enjoyment? Option B, deliberately ignoring an event to focus on more urgent tasks. Option C, arriving late to a scheduled meeting due to heavy traffic.
All right, if you're thinking about missing out on something, remember that feeling of loss. The answer is A. It's failing to utilize a chance for an advantage or enjoyment.
Exactly. Question 2. Now about reputation. If you vouch for a colleague, what are you actually doing? Option A, you are guaranteeing their character, honesty, or ability. Option B, you are suggesting they need more training to improve skills. Option C, you are requesting that they be transferred to another team.
When you vouch for someone, you're putting your own name on the line. So the answer is A. You are guaranteeing them.
Perfect. Question 3. That unexpected shock. What does it mean to be blindsided by an event? Option A, to be completely confused by complex technical details. Option B, to be negatively surprised by something unexpected. Option C, to be temporarily unable to see due to bright lights.
Being blindsided isn't just confusion, and it's definitely not about bright lights. The answer is B. It's that negative surprise you never saw coming.
Right. Question 4. When things go wrong. If a project is said to derail, what has happened? Option A, it has accelerated significantly and finished ahead of schedule. Option B, it has gone off course or failed due to unforeseen problems. Option C, it has been officially approved by the board of directors.
Think of that train metaphor. To derail is a bad thing. The answer is B. It has gone off course or failed.
Okay, halfway there. Question 5. Time for the fix. What is the action described by rolling out a new system? Option A, introducing a product or service to the public for the first time. Option B, physically moving heavy equipment across a factory floor. Option C, canceling a project after realizing it is not financially viable.
When you're rolling out something, you're implementing it. So the answer here is A, introducing a product or service.
Question 6. Sometimes you just have to quit. When you decide to ditch a plan, what are you doing? Option A, you are modifying it slightly to make it more efficient. Option B, you are abandoning it because you no longer want it. Option C, you are digging a trench to lay the foundation for it.
To ditch something is a strong, informal decision to get rid of it. The answer is B, you are abandoning it.
Okay. Question 7, the greedy one. If something gobbles up resources, how is it behaving? Option A, it is consuming a large amount of resources very quickly. Option B, it is preserving resources carefully for future usage. Option C, it is generating new resources through efficient processing.
Remember that SUV gobbling up petrol? It's all about rapid, wasteful consumption. The answer is A.
And our final one, question 8, know your value. What does it mean to sell oneself short in a negotiation? Option A, to demand a price that is far higher than the market value. Option B, to offer a discount to customers to increase sales volume. Option C, to underestimate one's own value or accept less than deserved.
Please, don't do this. To sell oneself short is to undervalue yourself. The answer is C, to underestimate your own value.
And there you have it, 8 phrases to really elevate your English.
Exactly, but the key is to use them. So our challenge for you this week is to pick just one. Try to use it in a conversation, maybe in a SpeakDuo session.
Great idea. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll catch you in the next critique.
Bye for now.